Hi there, this is Ginger Bratzel from New Patient Attraction Automation and gingerbratzel.com, and this is the place for dentists to increase the numbers of new patients and keep more patients, create sustainable growth for your practice, and increase your production. And I want to share something with you, which I always love to do. I always take examples out of other places and other avenues. It's not always out of dentistry I'm talking about. And I want to share a really valuable insight I saw and experienced recently that I think is so wonderful, and it really spoke to the moment. Fairly recently, my family and I went on a family vacation, and we put a lot of criteria into where we were going to accomplish everyone's goal list. There was mom time, there was kid time. My husband couldn't come on this trip, so I had to be able to have my vacation and also be able to have someone help me with the kids. And we were going solo, we weren't going with any family members. So we did a lot of research and found a place that fit that criteria. That's what we thought on paper. And once we got there, it didn't. And it was very apparent this resort was having some issues. We talked to the front office, we talked to the manager. We were all very nice, and everyone was very hospitable. But there was things that were outside of their control. I mean, there was just physical things in the hotel they had no control over, like the location. There was access issues, there was room issues, and they were very accommodating. And so when I got home, like most places do, maybe even most dental offices, they sent me a post-visit survey for me to fill out. And everyone gets excited about this because they want to hear all the great things. It makes you feel good. It makes your ego feel good. It just validates what you are. But not always. They don't always come back rosy. And I was very truthful. I didn't take it personally. I wasn't angry in the comments, but I just went through and, when they asked for any additional comments, I quoted out some things. From things, I share with you, things I saw in marketing, things I saw in their customer service and their systems, and I just shared it with them because that's all I thought was going to happen. And I thought, nobody's going to read this, but at least I put it out there. Well, I got home, and that following Monday morning, I got a phone call from the cell phone of the general manager of the resort. And he asked if he could make arrangements for a time to talk to me, that he wanted to explore these more. And so we sat down, made up a time, and talked about it. And he was very honest about the situation. He said, you were very observant and know what was going on. I'm sorry these things happened. And we all say sorry. And what he did, he stepped up and he resolved the issues, things that I thought could not be resolved. And he made that bad experience go away. Now, when would a doctor do this? Well, sometimes when everyone's feelings got hurt in the office, and it wasn't a personal attack when I talked to him about the hotel, it's just the circumstances. And so as they're going through, and they know they need to develop some new systems, and they're going through this transition process, my input helped him streamline some things because I was honest with him. And because he was honest with me and took the time, I helped him. He said, that's going to make me money in the back end. And he looked at it from that place. And so he made the situation go away. When you talk to a patient, is there something you can do to make a bad experience go away or less than desirable? Don't worry about who's right, don't worry who's wrong. Put your ego, check it at the door, and what you do, because ultimately my encounter with that hotel manager yesterday is going to make them a lot of money. And if you have a truthful experience with a patient, it's going to help you increase your practice. So check your ego at the door. If something goes wrong, take responsibility. We've been trained as dentists to say things different way because you're afraid of a lawsuit, or your reputation is going to Facebook. He saw my comments on a public forum, on a review site, and he addressed them there in a nice way, and he said, we are going to resolve this. So everyone else watching, when they saw my bad review, got to say, this guy really cares. So even though I had a bad experience, he's going to make sure the next person doesn't, and the next person, and the next person. So don't be afraid of constructive criticism. Open it up, and when something doesn't go right, take responsibility. Just do it, okay? And it's always about growing your business. What's right for the business, not what's right for you, and what's wrong for the patient. Just always do what's right for the business. And